Hello, everybody, fans of movies. Welcome back to Offstage OnScreen. I'm super excited to be here with you today because we are reviewing a movie that I'm very thrilled to have seen come into the theaters. I haven't watched it yet, but of course, our resident movie expert, Robert Nielsen, has, and he's going to tell us all about it. I'm going to quiz him, make sure it's actually a great movie, as I have a suspicion that it is. It's called The Naked Gun. And without further ado, we're going to get right in. We're going to watch the trailer together. Here it is, The Naked Gun, 2025. Okay.
Multiple SWAT units responding to hostage situation.
Hostage situation. No, never ended.
Hey, little girl, stop.
She shouldn't go in that bank.
What do you want, little one?
I knew it.
Your ass.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the
Nice.
beast.
Seth MacFarlane.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Who are you?
Frank Drebin, Police Squad. The new version.
That's the sound of the police.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Frank Jr. Love you.
Hey, Dad. Boy, do I miss you.
Sound of the police.
Uh-oh. OJ.
Okay. I would never be a
Woo! There it is. That was the trailer. Robert, welcome.
Thank you. Always nice to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you. I am excited about this one because how big a fan were you of the original?
Huge.
Huge,
I mean,
right?
I love The Naked Gun. All three of them.
All three of them.
Yeah.
Originally from the files of Police Squad,
Correct.
which was a great television show that came in the 60s. I think they only did about 2 seasons.
Yes, that's true. It was with Leslie Nielsen as well. And
Right.
nobody saw it or a very
Nobody
small
got it, I
audience.
think.
They didn't get it maybe, but like I think also as it was shown as I think quite late on night TV in the US.
It was
They
pretty...
didn't gather the audience enough.
No, it was a unique show. It was bawdy to a degree. It was totally different. It was along the lines of, and I'll have to get it right, but the guys that did Kentucky Fried Movie and I forget their names, but anyway.
It wasn't in the 60s. It was in the early 80s.
Early
actually.
80s, right. Sorry.
Yeah.
60s. Leslie Nielsen is a 60s actor. That's why I always kind of I revert back to there. No, it was the 80s for sure, yeah, or late 70s anyway. Anyway, well, let's look that up as we talk. But here we go. Flash forward to the new Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Hit me. What do you think? Give it to me in a nutshell.
Okay. First of all, like I have never seen so much advertising for a movie since a long time back.
Right.
Like
Pumping
The
it.
Naked Gun, they really pushed it in the advertising department. It was on every bus stop, on every bus, on every train.
Really?
There were banners everywhere. The internet was full of it, like Facebook and stuff.
Right. I don't
So
think
you
I saw that much of it.
You
Okay.
couldn't. Yeah, it was because I'm part of a lot of these movie things
Yeah,
on
of course,
Facebook
yeah.
and stuff, and you couldn't miss it. So when the trailer hit, the one that we just saw,
Yeah.
I had high expectation, which is always a bad thing, and
Yeah.
I didn't like the trailer.
Okay, the trailer. Okay.
I didn't like the trailer because it was just like it didn't. That's bank robbers and like this girl comes in and takes a mask off, a la sort of Mission Impossible, and then becomes a large man. That's pushing is that funny? But I guess so. Thankfully, the movie is nothing like the trailer. It's so much more funny.
Right.
It's really, really funny film. And I was so happy that I saw it and found out that it was this funny because the trailer didn't appeal to me. The part of the trailer is in the first sort of, I won't spoil it, but I guess the first 5 minutes of the movie. You got the titles and then you have that bank robbing scene.
Right.
So you got that out of the way and then you still got like 90 minutes of
Setting the tone, as it were.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of like that trailer, and I like the fact that it's they've given it the big budget look and the gloss, so you kind of get lost in the fact that you're in this highly produced, Hollywood blockbuster type situation. But then here comes the funny, which you're not expecting.
And comedies have been very, very rare lately, at least good comedies. You've got the odd Adam Sandler thing,
reboot,
kind of, wishy-washy kind of comedies, but like a high-budgeted comedy, which they spend millions on advertising, has to kind of pay off. They really have to believe in this project, and thankfully, I think it's really funny. It doesn't come up to the Leslie Nielsen, level of goofiness and the kind of pop culture. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, but I just had a funny thought too. Leslie Nielsen, Liam Neeson.
I think
that's Has anybody else put that together yet?
Yeah, there have been comments about
that. Okay.
And the name sounds very similar.
Similar, yeah.
And also the fact that Liam Neeson has been a dramatic actor and an action actor for all his life. This is a great move, which was the same case as with Leslie Nielsen.
That's what I love about the originals, was that Leslie Nielsen, of course, played in all kinds of stuff, like before he started doing the funny stuff.
Yeah.
He played, I think, Airport.
He was in
a lot of stuff
Poseidon Adventure. He was the captain in the Poseidon Adventure.
Captain, very serious stuff. Always a lot of TV and film stuff. I'm just kind of scrolling through his work now. I mean, hundreds and stuff. Again, I keep thinking of him as a '60s actor.
Yeah.
But Police Squad came out in the '80s. You're right.
Yeah.
But the deadpan, his ability to do deadpan straight, and George Kennedy as well.
Yeah.
Who actually plays in the original, plays kind of the straight man.
Yeah.
To Leslie Nelson's. There we go. Leslie Nielsen's. Yeah. Let's start again.
Okay.
Leslie Nielsen plays it very straight. George Kennedy has a hard job to play it straight against his comedy, his straight man, the classic Abbott and Costello, where you have the comedian and then the straight man. And George Kennedy is of that old school too. Yeah. Cool Hand Luke and a bunch of films like that.
Oh my God, he was a big star in the 60s, 70s.
Big star, but he always played the hard ass,
Yeah, like
tough
a big
guy,
angry cop, or like, he was
prisoner
in the airport as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Patroni in the airport. But Leslie Nielsen, actually, before Police Squad, got his big break in Airplane, which is the first ever real, in-your-face kind of spoof, which is still my favorite of the genre. Love that film, yeah. Like, that movie is hilarious to the end of time.
And that was based on taking the mick out of movies like Airport, which were these kind of disaster films. That's right, yeah.
Yeah. And then there was another movie that came out '84 called Top Secret with Val Kilmer.
I love that movie.
That was
his first big one too, yeah.
Yeah, and that is hilarious, that movie. I mean, you can watch that 1,000 times and laugh.
That's the same. Those are all the same guys directing, producing, the Zuckers. And,
the Zuckers, yes. And then they made, obviously...
David Zucker, Jerry Zucker, yeah, and Abrams.
Yeah, they made the Naked Gun trilogy, and also I think they were involved in Hot Shots, which
it wasn't Charlie Sheen, not as good ultimately, but still
they were very popular. They are quite funny, but they aren't quite on the same level as the Naked Gun, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think something just changed in when you got to that era.
So with the new movie, it's I thought it was a reboot first, but it's actually a standalone sequel. I mean, it's connected because he plays Leslie Nielsen's son, as you saw in one of the scenes where they're kind of watching their fathers. And so that's kind of interesting to continue. The thing about this type of humor, I feel, is that it kind of is boxed into a certain time era of the 80s, possibly early 90s, where somehow that kind of humor was more funny than you would do today. I don't know why that is.
It seems like we've lost the permission to laugh at stuff and to know what is okay to laugh at, right?
You're probably right. You're probably
This
right. Man.
woke and this kind of cancel culture, everybody's afraid to be funny.
Yeah, before you can make fun out of, religious people and fat people and colored people and blah, every because we all laugh together because we know that is funny. That's what we think and that's what we sometimes say. But now it's sort of like you cannot look at someone and you cannot say someone has a funny, weird
everybody's
jacket
scared of what. Yeah, exactly. You're hurting feelings now and stuff. So I don't know. But how did Seth MacFarlane do? Because now we're talking about. We went from the Zuckers, but you have Seth MacFarlane, who's obviously famous for Family Guy and others. And Seth MacFarlane was originally a writer on The Simpsons.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
all right.
And and Family Guy comes out of this. Basically, that was an archive of jokes that Seth MacFarlane and others had written for The Simpsons that just didn't cut it. They weren't Simpsons-esque.
Okay.
MacFarlane got pulled into a meeting at Fox at some point. I'm paraphrasing the whole story, but it said, I'll develop this other show, which is essentially, again, a family, because I got all these jokes. We got 10 years of backlog of great jokes back there, and they just took all the Simpsons jokes that didn't get used and put them to Family Guy. Yeah, that's how that show got started. So,
but he did the Ted movies as well, with the Teddy Bear with Mark Wahlberg.
He did the West, something about the Wild West.
Yeah, the Wild West.
Some of them weren't that good.
Yeah,
but Family Guy's all right.
I think he understands the Naked Gun, and the film is really kind of a tribute thing and a throwback to the original films. It's not as funny, but considering what we have these days, it's a really funny comedy, and you should really just watch it and just take it for what it is, and that's it. Well, the thing about Liam Neeson is I don't know what it is, but I just he's too identified with a lot of other roles. He's too famous.
It's the kind of same thing, but I really like the fact that I see him playing the same guy that he's played in a lot of other stuff now, but doing the funny with the comedy. And it's the same thing as Leslie Nielsen, who just is straight-faced comedy. Yeah. But that's what made those movies so great, the Police Squad movies, the original Naked Gun.
Yeah.
And the show was, well, we're going to just play it the same as if it was a drama.
Right.
And let the joke do the work.
Exactly. Don't think about what happens in the background. Don't react strangely to things that you say that are taken literally. I mean, there's a scene, where it's like, please take a seat. And,
she takes
someone
ate
grapes and takes a chair.
Pamela Anderson. So how'd she do?
Pamela Anderson is really cool. She gels in very well with Liam Neeson. It's a great team. You feel the chemistry. She's also not that vavoom Pamela Anderson 90s big boobs kind of person. She's makeup off, but she's funny. And I think she was in a few of the scary movies in the early 2000s.
Oh, right.
We forgot to mention those movies as well, but they were not done by the
scary movies. Those are not the same guys. No.
Wayans brothers.
With the Wayans brothers,
Wayans brothers, yeah.
Those are Wayans brothers movies, yeah.
So, so she has some experience in this kind of genre. And she holds her own, yeah. Yeah, I think she's fine. Overall, it's a great, funny comedy. I liked it very much. I'm not sure it will stand the test of time, and I'm not sure Liam Neeson is gonna have this turnaround thing about his career like Leslie Nielsen did. Even though Leslie Nielsen did have a career, he wasn't like the A-lister kind of actor, which he sort of became within the comedy genre after Airplane and Naked Gun. And Liam Neeson his career doesn't, depend on this movie. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
He can continue with whatever he wants to do.
Seemed like he just wanted to do it for fun.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a sequel, and I'm sure he's going to be in it as well. I mean, why wouldn't he? So,
he had to be the right choice. I mean, he was definitely the right choice for this movie. It all,
Yeah, in hindsight, I think so.
I wanted to go back to Police Squad a little bit.
Okay.
The original, because that movie is so iconic, and I don't think anybody.
You're talking about the series now, or the first movie?
Police Squad. The
All right,
series,
the series, right?
The series,
okay.
because that's where I think it's all kind of born from.
Yeah.
But maybe indulge me while we watch this.
Okay.
This was his informant.
Yeah.
Leslie Nielsen sits down with his informant, the shoe shine guy.
What's the word in
Yeah.
the street?
Who knows everything?
I don't know.
Right.
I hear a lot of things. Pick a topic.
You know anything about the double killings at the Acme Credit Union?
Hands him some money.
You're barking up the wrong tree with this Ralph twice. He's a good family man and makes a decent
He
living.
seems to know like everything.
Wasn't his fault
like
he got fired from the tire
way
company.
too much.
But who
Yeah,
could
and then he
predict
walks
that Brazil
away,
would cut off the
and
rubber
somebody else
supply?
comes, like some surgeon, like,
nationalized
how do I do
the
this
Yeah,
industry.
yeah,
operation?
that's
And he's
right.
like,
Gotten his job
All right,
back
first thing you
anyway.
want to do is check the
Yeah,
Solid
appendix.
Decker.
yeah.
That's another
Like the
story.
informant who's, oh, there's a priest sits down. All right, I got this.
What do you know about life after
Yeah,
death?
yeah. What is the meaning of life, or
What do you
is
know
there a
about
God?
life after death?
I wouldn't know anything about it.
Hands up some money. Here we go.
You talking existential being or anthropomorphic deity?
It's good stuff.
Yeah. And one thing I remembered at the end of each episode, they freeze frame when the titles came, but they didn't freeze frame. They actually stood still.
Yeah.
So they would
that's
pour they would pour a coffee,
Pouring coffee
and then the titles came, and they
and
would
doing the
just, like,
classic.
stand, and the coffee would pour over, or some people in the background would move, and they would just stand there. And yeah, they do that in this film as well. Sorry for the spoiler, but that's
I do
hilarious.
okay, I gotta get
love
that.
it.
I gotta get those episodes back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see in the thing a little nod to the. This is the thing with Naked Gun that makes it hard to watch because I just watched it again recently with my kids.
Okay.
And of course I didn't say anything at the time, but we've got the whole Frank Drebin situation, right? Playing out in the background of that. So you're
Yeah.
like, ooh, but I didn't realize that's O.J. Simpson. And I actually didn't realize he didn't have quite that big a part as I thought he had.
He played Norberg, right?
That's right. Yeah, I said
top
Drebin. I meant
sidekick.
Norberg. Yeah, he was Norberg, the guy that
Yeah.
keeps getting injured.
Yeah.
But he's only got like a couple scenes, 2-3 scenes, and he gets injured mostly, and he only got 5 or 6 lines.
Yeah.
He's really
But they're
good
quite
in it.
memorable. I mean, in the first one, at the very end, he comes to Drebin in the wheelchair, and Drebin
Yeah.
pets him on the back, and the wheelchair
Yeah, he goes
down the
and-
steps, and he flies across the
Yeah,
wall.
they keep injuring him.
hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, that joke, of course, is in the new film, as you saw in the trailer.
They had to
there,
make
that-
some kind of
Yeah, so
mention,
that's it basically, and so there you go.
yeah.
So yeah, 3. I gave this film a strong 3 out of 5. It's
Okay.
yeah, but it's a great 3, which is it's a good, great movie.
A
It's
good,
not
strong 3.
fantastic, and it's not I don't give out 5s rare. I mean, so
Yeah, I
4
know.
is
I know you're-
really
you're
awesome
very
movie.
stringent.
So 3 is a good movie. Yeah.
3 is a solid. That's a solid
Yeah,
3. Well,
solid.
and that's fair. I think it gets a 6.4 on IMDb, which makes it a solid. When you see that kind of number, you go, yeah, okay, that's definitely a very watchable film.
Yeah.
I'm looking
I mean,
forward
see
to seeing it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see. I don't watch Liam Neeson in those other movies. Like I don't see him. This is just not my style of movie.
He plays usually the same kind of movies. The
Yeah, the
father,
same kind of
hitman.
character. Yeah, exactly.
Taken was
I'm
the
coming to
first.
get you.
Yeah.
Take down. What's it called?
But a
Taken.
lot of people
Taken.
like that. He's a tough mother. So it's just people like Liam Neeson with a gun and shooting bad guys.
Yeah.
He's done a bunch of other great films in between that are worth checking out. Like Cold Pursuit is a great movie, for example.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Is he
there you go.
funny? Is he actually funny in this, or is he just doing him and the jokes are funny?
No, I think he's genuinely funny, but I do see him try a little bit too much in certain scenes, I think. Otherwise, I think he's completely fine. The thing about Leslie Nielsen is that he said lines and he acted like nothing was weird.
Yeah.
Whereas Liam Neeson could be kind of reacting weirdly to something that he says that somebody did afterwards. It's like,
Oh, he's making.
and Leslie Nielsen didn't do that. It was just whatever, you know.
No,
and that's kind of the difference.
Okay. Because, yeah, if you go back and watch those original Naked Guns, I watch it very carefully as an actor myself and as a comedian myself. I like to watch, and I see how George Kennedy and stuff handle the joke, especially when it's just the joke, and then it's meant to flop. Like, it's just meant to drop out. They give the joke goes away, and then somebody comes up and goes, oh, you know, Detective Drebin, and they just move on from it. And that's after one of them said something completely bizarre or did something weird.
Yeah.
Here's a little story before we let you go. Leslie Nielsen's story. I had a buddy I went to university with, and his father was a television director, and he might have even directed a few of those Police Squad's TV shows, but he definitely directed a ton of TV. My friend's name was, Caffey, so the director's name was Caffey. And Sean Caffey, he was a friend of mine. His actually sister was in the Go-Go's. She played the drums, I believe, or the bass in the Go-Go's, Caffey. So he had a story that Leslie Nielsen used to carry around with him. This is back when those fart machines had been invented, those electronic.
I know.
You remember? And it was just a thing. It had a battery, a speaker, and a button, and it would just go or whatever.
Yeah.
And he would use that thing endlessly.
Yeah. In every interview on TV, you watch anything on YouTube with Leslie Nielsen in an interview, the fart.
Oh, is he doing it? I was using the fart thing. Okay.
Yeah, it's there all the time.
Okay. So yeah, he would tell me like in the elevator, in the on the set, it was just at all kinds of random points, just constantly with that thing. Just to make people laugh. I just thought that's great, man.
Yeah,
just
that's
to walk
nice.
around in your life and like crack people up and change.
I don't
the
think
dynamic.
Liam Neeson would do that.
No, that doesn't seem like a Liam Neeson thing at all. No way.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for that. Appreciate you sharing that with us.
No problem.
That was The Naked Gun 2025 reboot, I guess, as it were. 3 solid points from Robert Nelson. Check it out in the theaters. I'm going to check it out as soon as I can. See you next time on Offstage On Screen.